Investigators in Minneapolis Catholic school shooting said that the attacker who opened fire on pupils as they were praying at a church in Minneapolis was obsessed with the idea of killing children. The massacre occurred at the Annunciation Catholic Church and School in South Minneapolis. Wednesday morning, August 28th, 2 children, aged 8 and 10, were killed while 17 others were wounded. Robin targeted his former Catholic school's first Mass of the year because he wanted to kill as many kids as possible, according to chilling, detailed notes he wrote. The Minneapolis police chief revealed that the shooter fired 116 rifle rounds into the church. Authorities are carefully examining videos, writings, and the movements of the shooter to find out what might have triggered 23-year-old Robin Westman to open fire through stained glass windows as children celebrated Mass during the first week of classes at Annunciation Catholic School. The same shooter was once a student at the same school and a member of the church, according to the city's police chief.
You cannot put into words the gravity, the tragedy, or the absolute pain of this situation. We are a Minneapolis family. But to everybody out there, do not think of these as just somebody else's kids. Those families are suffering immense pain right now. Think of this as if it were your own. Every one of us needs to be wrapping our arms around these families, giving them every ounce that we can muster. These were Minneapolis families. These were American families. And the amount of pain that they are suffering right now is extraordinary. And don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church. These are kids that should be learning with their friends. They should be playing on the playground. They should be able to go to school or church in peace without the fear or risk of violence, and their parents should have the same kind of assurance. These are the sort of basic assurances that every family should have, every step of the day, regardless of where they are in our country. I'm so deeply saddened, and I'm so sorry to the families that I know are suffering right now. My ask is to everyone, stand by them. Love them. These families have forever been changed, and we've all been changed with them. We need to do everything possible to support them through this time. We have a family resource center that has been set up. I'm grateful for all of the law enforcement agencies from a number of different jurisdictions, all the different departmental support that we've received. They're going to be working tirelessly. There's also a family resource center that is being set up as we speak to make sure that we're there for everybody. Again, to the families that are suffering, to those that have experienced loss, I'm so deeply sorry. We're going to be with you every step of the way. We love you. This kind of act of evil should never happen, and it happens far too often. The chief will provide additional details.
My name is Brian O'Hara, B-R-I-A-N, O''H-A-R-A. I am the Minneapolis Police Chief. Earlier today, just before 8:30 a.m., our city experienced an unthinkable tragedy. Minneapolis police officers responded to a report of a shooting at a Mass that was happening at the Annunciation Roman Catholic Church on the block behind me. This worship service was marking the first week of school for children that are attending the Annunciation Catholic School. During the Mass, a gunman approached on the outside, on the side of the building, and began firing a rifle through the church windows towards the children sitting in the pews at the Mass. Shooting through the windows, He struck children and worshipers that were inside the building. The shooter was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping. The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible. Police officers from the Minneapolis Police Department immediately responded, entered the church, and attempted to provide first aid and rescue some of the children that were hiding throughout the building, while other first responders came and EMS responded to rush victims to nearby hospitals. 2 young children, ages 8 and 10, were killed where they sat in the pews. Their parents have been notified. 17 other people were injured, 14 of them being children. 2 of those children are in critical condition. The coward who fired these shots ultimately took his own life in the rear of the church. Our hearts are broken for the families who have lost their children, for these young lives that are now fighting to recover, and for our entire community that has been so deeply traumatized by this senseless attack. We will stand together to protect our children, our schools, and our houses of worship.
Westman reportedly said that trans was tiring and regretted a decision to transition in a chilling manifesto before opening fire at a Catholic church. Robin also posted a handwritten journal online hours before the attack, revealing violent fantasies and deep confusion about gender identity. Westman, previously known as Robert, legally changed the name in 2020 to reflect identifying as a woman, court records show. Robin Westman's mother also worked at the school until 2021, who died at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot. Westman uploaded a sick video manically laughing minutes before the shooting, showing off disturbing messages written across multiple guns, including a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol with several magazines. I only keep the long hair because it is pretty much my last shred of being trans. I am tired of being trans. I wish I never brainwashed myself, the killer wrote. Cutting the hair was described as an embarrassing defeat and a concerning change of character that could get me reported. I don't want to dress girly all the time, but I guess sometimes I really like it. I know I am not a woman, but I definitely don't feel like a man, Westman wrote. I regret being trans. I wish I was a girl. I just know I cannot achieve that body with the technology we have today. I also can't afford that, Westman added. The killer admitted a long-term fascination with mass killings in the journal. I have had thoughts of mass murder for a long time. I am very conflicted with writing this journal. I need to get my thoughts out without getting put on a watch list. Haha, he wrote in coded notes. Lately, I have been entranced into the world of mass shooters. I have known about these events for years, even at the time being morbidly obsessed. As of late, I have really let myself go into every single mass shooting video I can find. My interest in specifically school shootings started, I think, in 7th grade, he continued. The notes also showed extensive planning before the shooting and a clear connection to Annunciation school. The journal listed attack options, including hitting students during break time or at a Christmas concert, and noted that targeting the first day of school could be effective but risky. Reconnaissance plans were detailed, including pretending to fix a car to count students and staff, and driving past the school to observe children. Westman also wondered if staff would recognize them on the first day of school, showing a personal familiarity with the school.